Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to another edition of Random Brain Farts, tech news that rips off more sources than any other tech news report. Plus, no one is yelling stupid shit at me from behind the camera.
That's for sure.
Welcome back. Apple has to give nearly $1 billion back to Samsung for a make-good. A make-good is when you have to order stuff in anticipation of a certain level of sales, and the supplier promises to make sure that level of stuff will be available in a timely fashion, but you don't end up making those targets because Apple overestimated iPhone sales and undersold due to no fault of Samsung's, a penalty clause requiring Apple to pay something to Samsung for the risk they took in providing said stuff, as in Samsung taking that risk. Conversely, if Samsung did not meet specific manufacturing targets, then they would be on the hook for that failure, a make-good. This happens all the time in the kind of volume business Apple, Samsung, and others play in. Apple made a huge gamble with the very first iPod by buying up all of Hitachi's 2.5-inch hard drive output. The 2.5-inch hard drive was a new innovation and only Hitachi was making them at the time. By buying up all available product, Apple had the supply that they needed and at the same time kept the device out of the hands of their competitors. It was a huge risk that paid off famously. But to be able to hand an oopsie check to Samsung for $1 billion is impressive. Kind of like Jeff Bezos' oopsie divorce check. Ford's brand new Bronco has made a bit of a splash with its aggressive styling and its Jeep-challenging off-road capabilities. Looks like a fun car. Ford has always pushed the technology front, often to not so good results, like the Focus's PowerShift dual-clutch transmission. That was a debacle. Or the first year of the Triton V10 engine. That was stinky. Or those first-gen Microsoft infotainment systems, which were beyond confusing and just plain awful. So, Ford is going straight for Jeep. That makes sense, as Jeep is selling a ton of vehicles, and it's the only vehicle that is making Chrysler any money. Well, I mean, except for the Ram trucks. Jeep is also doing double duty by keeping its parent company, Fiat, afloat. Without Jeep, Fiat would probably be bankrupt. Again, but what of General Motors' perennial competitor in this category, the Chevy Blazer? Let's take a look at the latest iteration. Holy smokes! They've turned the tough off-roader into just another SUV, 'cause that's what we need. More SUVs. Instead of differentiating the Blazer, living up to its heritage, they've homogenized it into their lineup. Brilliant idea from the company that's building more and more of its cars in China. Oops. Great planning there. A lot of thinking has gone into the Ford Bronco. Cool ideas like this accessory bar so you can add your smartphones or GoPro. These are things important to the target market. Very clever. I just don't recommend people attaching their iPad. Don't do that. Amazon is testing something called a dash cart. It's a smart grocery shopping cart that sees what you're buying. The idea is not too dissimilar to one IBM touted maybe more than a decade ago using RFID technology, whereby you just walk out of the store and the sensors in the doorway would add up and charge you for all the stuff in your cart. Amazon's twist is that the cart itself has the smarts to do this. It uses a combination of computer vision and algorithms and sensors to identify the stuff you put in the cart. To start using the cart, you'll scan a QR code in the Amazon app and the reader on the cart. As you add items to the cart, you'll need to wait to hear a beep. If the cart turns orange, it wasn't able to read the item. Just to make you look stupid. Oh, look, Betsy, she's got an orange card. Then, when you leave the store, the sensors in the door will charge your Amazon account. The one concern about the cart I have is that there's no place to put your kid. This will definitely not work. One of the weirder things I've noticed in this entire COVID mess is that both phone help and online help for companies who offer it, they're giving us a COVID warning that due to overwhelming demand and a shortage of staff, that service might be underwhelming. Well, first of all, these have always been managed. These online and phone product services have always been managed as remote services. Secondly, these services have always been outsourced to either large offshore call centers or to people working from home. So what's changed? I think the phone companies, utilities, credit card companies, and banks are using this as an excuse for their perpetual bad service. Higher than usual call volume? This has only ever been a service that was available over the phone. What changed? Did you suddenly fire people who are working from home and who are also doing phone sex on the side?
Do me, big boy, yeah. Oh, say something dirty. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I'm so hot. Yeah, I really am hot. No kidding. Yeah, that kind of talk always makes me feel hot. Oh, yeah. Whew. You certainly have a way with words.
Will your services suddenly improve after this nastiness passes? No, of course not.
No one said the CVC number to me like the way you do. Oh, yeah, you're so hot. Oh, yeah, you know how to turn on a gal.
Update on my programmer translation t-shirts. I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing with Teespring, the people who make these shirts. I was trying to pick a t-shirt that was reasonably priced, but then I found out it only came in small and extra large sizes, and many of you complained, and I heard your complaints, and I'm deeply, deeply sorry. I mean, I think that's what we have to do these days, right? Be deeply, deeply sorry about hurting feelings and for past transgressions that took place 50 years ago. Because, just making sure, because if there's anything you need me to be sorry for, I'll do it just to keep this channel going. Yes, I did burn ants with a magnifying glass when I was 7. I'm deeply, deeply sorry. At the encouragement of a friend, I did steal a popsicle from Claire's cigar store when I was 10. In fact, the incident haunted me so badly, not joking, that I had nightmares. And after a year, I confessed to my mom, and she dragged me back to the store to pay the 5 cents. I honestly felt such relief, I cannot tell you. I'm deeply, deeply sorry. What is also a relief is now I have new SKUs, stock keeping units of my Programmer's Translation t-shirts with a vast cornucopia of size options. I'm shocked at the sales. Literally hundreds have already been sold. Thank you so much. As of this video's publishing, the 2 new updates for the t-shirt black type and white type options are still under review, so please check back here later or use the links in the description below. They work. Thank you, denizens. Till next time. What is it, Wancho? Oh, you've been on the phone waiting for your bank support for 3 days? Let me take a look at your phone. Oh, well, there's your problem. Your battery, it's dead. You've been waiting for 3 days for no reason. Listen, you should have realized something was wrong when you could no longer hear the carpenters playing. You got to learn these tricks. So long, denizens. Till next time.